All right, we're gonna obviously our focus right now is getting phase two done. Um, we will have the proper gear on for the first time, but I'm gonna talk about that for a second, and then I'm gonna go over some things for the rest of the fight so that we're not dead in the water. Um, should we progress past that point tonight? Um, all right, first I want to see everyone's in their phase two positions, like we've done a billion times. We're not a billion, but let's see it. Let's see. This looks bad so far. Uh, let's see. Juice Goose is obviously AFK. I'm gonna put this mark on Tobin. Tobin.
He's back.
Okay, Tobin, you should be in other stack.
Which other stack?
Is the triangle, and I also want these stacks to be a bit tighter together. By let me check how many yards. 10 yards. So I'm moving in like this. You all should be able to keep in. You should just not be 10 yards from the other marks. If that makes sense. If you get targeted by fireball and you're more than 10 yards from the other marks, you will only change the people in your group. That is why we are stacked. Okay, this looks fine. We'll start the phase. Obviously, we'll blow the heroisms. Melee, please be careful. JB, obviously hold your heroism for whenever is a good time for you guys. I will post our healer assignments for phase 2 right now. In the healer Discord. So on Cold, we'll have Kumi, Juice Goose, and Veraxis. On Nitsude, it'll be Dropout. If he's not here, it'll be Keeler, Waffle, and Tobin. On Nitsude, so Dropout, Waffle, Tobin. On Nitsude, Kumi, Juice Goose, Veraxis. On Keeler, or on, on Cold Room. I will be healing the raid and helping tanks as I see. I also would like Juice Goose and Waffle whenever Dark Barrage is selected. That's when he does the massive damage to a single weight raid member. I want you to abandon your assignments and keep that target alive via shields and flash heals, okay? During that time, your tanks are not on you. You have to keep those players alive. Other than that, our tanks are going to continue to learn and progress this phase, and we're going to get it down tonight. Now we're going to talk about the rest of the fight really quick, so bear with me. And direct your attention to raid posting, please, in our third shift Discord.
Question.
Sure.
So in phase 2 as a melee, do you want us essentially just switching between these three groups, always staying stacked on one of them?
You can, number one is don't be dumb. Don't die on me just because you wanted to get a couple hits in. Obviously, pick your spot and do it right. You do not have to be stacked on one of these groups. I would just say make sure you're not chaining between two. If you're chaining to one of the groups, that's okay. We can probably heal through that. But number one thing is don't get yourself killed, and don't just like I'm Moon. Don't like be ever here. Like don't be in a dump spot. If you can get hits in, go ahead and take them. But always err on the side of being conservative here. Remember these guys are demons too, so you can use all your demon shit on them. That answer it?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool. If everyone is looking at raid post, you'll see me talking about phase 3. The number one thing we need to do as soon as this phase ends, as soon as we kill that second fire elemental, is we need to get the heck off this grate and back towards where we are. Illidan will land where I am right now, the moon, and he will proximity aggro. He is a complete threat drop. He will proximity aggro, and he moves extremely fast. He will kill anybody within seconds, if not even 2, 3, 4 people, if we do not get away from this grate. So I want everyone, if you're looking at the picture, to start moving as if you would. You can see there's actual group of signs because we actually have to spread out in this phase. And if we are more than 5 yards from a person, we have a chance to chain massive rate damage. So I'd like everyone, especially ranged, you can type distance 6 and your DVM is going to give you a distance checker. Melee, just go away towards like where you would be in phase 1. Just give it a distance 6 and try to find a area in which you can stay more than 5 yards away from anybody else. Obviously, Illidan's position is going to change throughout the fight as Squee moves him right to left. But please keep that chain on because I will post the mechanic. It's called Agonizing Flames. For every person that this extra person that this hits, we have to do a shitload of extra healing, like 40,000, for a lot more time. I see people still in obvious spots of chaining, so please look. Group 3 is furthest to the right in a good spot to heal Squee and Face. Group 5 is towards the middle, and Group 4 would be furthest to the left. Let's please try and mock that positioning up right now, so we do not just die immediately in Phase 3 should we ever get there.
Will he be MD'd to me in phase 3?
Spoiler, will be MDing him immediately, and it'll be taken. It should go straight to you. There should be no threat until Squee has him established in this area. I think some people are too far back. And I have, like, guys, I really need us to work on this spread right now. I want to see it. Please stop moving around. And Waffle, you're right on top of me. Will not work. We need to find an area, like immediately on the fly, be able to do this. Some of us, I think, are a bit too far back, but they'll figure out live. Another thing, this is positioning is gonna have to do for now, and we'll just figure it out more. Melee, you guys will need to orient yourself into 2 stacks, like left leg, right leg, because if he decides to do Agonizing Flames on one of you, we cannot just have it hit every single one of you. We want to minimize that damage whatever possible. Waffle, do you understand the mechanic about spreading out in this phase?
No, because I'm confused.
Waffle in Discord.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It says group 3,
He
right?
is muted apparently. So,
Yeah, group 3 is in this general vicinity, but you don't want
Yes.
to stack. You need to spread a little bit.
Waffle, I can't have you in a like not knowing that you would chain to people throughout this phase. Can you please? Yeah, I mean,
Like right here, Waffle would be a good spot.
it's just 5 yards away from anybody while you can still heal the tank. That's it.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, sorry, I had some muting going on. I don't know why. And we'll just hit, Illidan will move right to left. The main thing that we have to sort with that's going to be of increased difficulty over phase 1 here. Everything is the same except the spreading. So we will still have to deal with parasitic shadow fiends. So what we are going to do is when those happen, there'll be a skull on them. There's no more waiting around. Once you get the skull on your head, you are immediately getting into the back area of the raid, and we should not be having people this far back. Like Tobin, you'd never be able to heal a tank back here. So we need to spread better. And you will be going here. Elia, you should be further back towards like maybe where Illidan is right now when we're doing the spreading. And you are going to meet the person with the skull on their head, drop the trap down, get out of there. And anyone in this vicinity, group 5, I'm especially looking at you because you are the DPS in the area, needs to chain onto these immediately. It can be anywhere behind the ranged. It can be anywhere behind the ranged as long as no one is right near it and no one is going to grab threat on it. Remember, Elia, just to get out of there as soon as you drop it. And honestly, you can beat them to the spot if you see them coming and put it down. And if you're going to drop it, you should just drop it on where you see Elia put the frost trap, guys. Okay? Other than that, phase 3 is exactly the same as phase 1. We are just spread out and executing Shadow Fiends while spread out. So if you ever find yourself in range of where Shadow Fiends spawn, I need you to take care of it. Squeeze shear still occurs, as I'm sure you're aware.
FM, I have a question.
Yes.
So, a lot of the healers are in group 3. Would it maybe
Yeah, we got
be
Juice
better to
Goose.
have group
We
3?
have Juice Goose in 4, and we have we should probably have a healer over here. There should be no
Tobin's in 5.
real. Yeah, Tobin will be here in 5, and I'm sort of gonna orient myself closer to the middle. There should not be a lot of raid damage. Yeah.
I mean, if group 3 is all the way over here though, and Illidan goes all the way over to this
Yes,
side, will
I
that
mean,
be
the raid will probably have to continually like hedge themselves as we go. We're gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to see it. But yeah, for now, I think maybe we can just, for sort of maybe prevention's sake, someone, Kumi, why don't you just like maybe find yourself more towards like where Illidan is right now? Obviously not like right there, but just find a spot in that area so you can help out.
So in phase 1, he's been getting only about like 3 to 5 fires. So I don't
Yeah.
know. Is phase
So,
3 longer
this-
than?
No, it's not. It's not. It's It only lasts about a minute every time. So you're gonna be pretty close to over here. You should probably get to like right here for
Yeah.
for Trivert's sake because he needs to be over there, and no one can be within 20 yards of him when we start that phase.
Got it.
Keep the spread right now, please. But I'm gonna start talking about phase 4. Just like 5 more minutes of this, guys, and then we can start pumping attempts. I just don't want to be super screwed if we start doing well. So please look again at raid posting, and this is phase 4. The number one thing that needs to happen when we start phase 4 is Illidan is going to like get on a knee and get very large, like go into shadow form of sorts. Melee, before that even happens, like say 5-10 seconds, and then like 5 seconds you see in the phase, I need you to get completely away, like back here, keeping a 5-yard spread and staying in range of healers. So why don't you please go ahead and do that right now? You will not be doing damage in this phase to Illidan because he does a shadow AoE around his body.
This includes Skui, I assume, right?
This includes Skui, includes Netsud, and includes Kolgan. Yeah. So you guys will be completely behind the raid. And stay spread because he has another mechanic, which I allude to in the side, but I'll post it again in text. So every 20 seconds, he's going to do like 4,000 damage to every single person in the raid. This is why, yeah, we do want healers. And anyone that is chaining 5 yards again is going to incur us extra damage. So melee should still stay spread out back there. Then the perhaps largest mechanic of the phase is something called Shadow Demons. And it's kind of similar to the Parasites in phase 1, 3, and 5, but it's got a different little caveat to it. Posting that now. So basically, on Mr. the huge Illidan that's casting onto Fade, who is playing Phasers tonight, he will spawn 4 Shadow Fiends at his feet, and they will cast like a beam onto 4 different people, and those people will be immobilized until those until those little Shadow Demons, they look like the little eyeball guys, are dead. If they ever reach those people are immediately killed, and the eyeball picks the next person and starts going to them, and will kill and kill and kill until they have been killed themselves. So while we are DPSing Illidan, we are absolutely 100% preparing for that time in the phase, so we can absolutely nuke them as fast as possible. Hunters, I think around the phase transition takes like 10-15 seconds. I need you guys to all get frost traps around where, like, say, the eyes will start running out, so you want to frost trap it so they will all be activated and none will escape that slow. Any ranged DPS that have AoE, I need you guys that is not proximity based, so obviously not arcane explosion, etc., to be ready to cast on that spot. You're not worrying about your single target DPS. You're worrying about getting AoE on those 4 guys as soon as they're alive, because you can only AoE all 4 for so long. If you need to double stack on top of a person to do that ranged DPS for a very short period of time, you are allowed to do that to make sure that we get those guys down. As soon as they start getting further out, all your damage, single target damage, needs to be focused on them until they are dead. And make sure that we prioritize killing the ones that have the shortest distance on the chain so that we do not lose any raid members to this. Does anyone have a question about the Shadow Demons? We need to get AoE on them as fast as possible and kill them as fast as possible. Any sort of AoE is fine, as long as it's done from ranged. When he's going to do that too, I need no one within, say, 20... yes, they spawn exactly on his feet. No one should be within 20 to 30 yards of Illidan when that happens. It's like Freshie, if you're doing Mind Flight, just get out of range, because if he picks you and you're 20 yards away, you're dead. So just let's keep our range, be ready to AoE on the spot when it happens, and nuke them as fast as we can every time. If we can figure that out, we'll be able to hone out other things later on, and we'll be in good shape. Yes, do the frost traps during the phase transition. We'll see. And they last, 30 seconds? The traps stay active 30 or 6? Okay. If they happen, I don't see it. I don't From what I remember, it's not more than 30 seconds after the phase starts, but we can adjust if necessary. Anyone have questions about that? Oh, also in that phase, the tank will be phasers. That is Tribert / Fade tonight is playing him. He will be tanking him over here. No one can be within 20 yards of him. Illidan is casting a strike on phasers that does a 20-yard AoE damage around him. If you go near it, you will die immediately because he's capped shadow resistance. And so just all tank healers need to heal him and his Fell Hunter to keep up his resistance. And phasers make sure the Fell Hunter is within range of you so that you can get its benefit while it's not taking the AoE from you as well. So I believe it has to be within 20 and 30 yards, somewhere in that range of you, but not too close. Any
Make
questions?
sure you guys have a frame pulled out for the Fell Hunter.
His name is
If it dies, it's a wipe.
Brunheim. You can see him, Brunheim, and he won't chain to other raid members. So don't worry, guys, about the other mechanics. But this phase will all just be keeping phasers up and his Fell Hunter while handling the Shadow Demons. If we don't do a lot of damage to Illidan in this phase, that's really okay. We just have to get through it. We can do that one along. We can do this phase over and over again as long as we're killing the Shadow Demons. And we'll probably have to do it 2 to 3 times, at least.
In this current positioning, am I too close, Tobin? Am I like too close for these eyes that are in his one?
It honestly depends on where Illidan is. He's not going to be perfectly positioned for us but you just need to be like 20 to 30 yards from him. It's say if Illidan was right here, you're not in a good spot. That's probably going to hurt you.
That means everybody
Especially
back up.
the area.
So
I'm talking about you as a healer. The people who should be occupying the front at this point are AoE classes that can get damage on these guys immediately. You as a healer are less. You should be like probably more hugging to the right, especially if you're over here, just healing phasers. Damage players should be in the front lines here, making sure that they can AoE in the spot. Do any of you mages have improved Blizzard PNC Drapes that actually does the slow? Because that is really great too.
Not currently.
How difficult it would be for it to get for either of you. I don't want to do it now, but I'm just thinking. I've seen arcane mages doing that. Looks like it's just like a couple point swap for you.
You could probably spec out a frost channeling or something.
Alright, well let's not do it now, but if we see the demons and we get fucking wrecked by them, we can because getting an immediate slow before leaving the traps is cool. Ultimately, phase 3, 4, 5 is all about our positioning and handling the Shadow Fiends and handling the Shadow Demons. If we do that, we'll be fine. And if Squee doesn't get sheared, we'll be fine. Finally, going to talk about phase 5 really quickly. It is the exact same as phase 3. One thing. So you can see exact same thing as phase 3. What he does here is after a certain amount of time into the phase, Illidan is going to enrage and increase his attack speed by a lot and increase his damage by a lot. I think it's 30 and 50% or something crazy. Squee will not be able to live through it unless you shield wall or last stand in a trinket, but you shouldn't have to do this because Maeve is going to reappear during this part of the fight and drop a trap somewhere in our raid. That is what that yellow circle is. Immediately upon that spawn, someone should be near it. I don't want everyone to just frantically jump on top of it and say, Squee, intervene to me. The person who's closest to it, step on the trap. Squee is going to intervene to you. It is going to immobilize Illidan. At this time, we are all out damage. There's no mechanics. There's no damage on the raid. It is our 100% chance to get him down. Won't get him down the first time we do it. By the second or third time we get to that phase and do that to him, that should be a kill. And then an important thing to remember is 20 seconds after he's immobilized and we've gone all out, he's going to go back into phase 4. And at this point, Squee has moved him into this area, so we will have to completely backwards reposition for phase 4 and use more of the room, if that makes sense to you guys. We can't just be compromised in position because Illidan's somewhere like where he is right now, and we're all just standing around him. So say with 5 seconds left after he's been immobilized, we're all going to start getting back into an adapted phase 4 positioning. It's the exact same thing, just further back in the room. And on that picture, Fade, your positioning is probably incorrect, like as if he had gone to that yellow circle, because you'd have to reposition yourself to be healed as well. And then that's really it. So, does anyone have questions about any of those phases? They're definitely not as difficult if we obey the add mechanics on the Shadow Fiends. The Shadow Fiends still happen in phase 5 until he's immobilized, by the way. So we'll still be running to the back of the raid, dropping them on a frost trap that you and Elia coordinate as you run back there, and immediately killing them. So yeah. The only other thing to mention is there's also, like I talked about, the threat drop at the end of phase 2 when Illidan lands, and anyone in the area is going to die. He will also threat drops at the end of as he goes into phase 3 to 4, and as he goes into phase 4 back to phase 3 or 5. So we need to misdirect every time, and DPS needs to be absolutely stopped to allow for the tank situation to change. He is extremely fast. And so if he gets running one direction, it is going to be almost impossible to control him back. So we have to do that almost perfectly, or else we're going to lose a lot of people. Each phase lasts about a minute long, so we should have misdirects every single time. And just remember that phasers is giving the misdirect in phase 4. On a kill, we're probably going to go after phase 2, from phase 3 to phase 4, back to phase 3, to phase 4, to phase 5, back to phase 4, back to phase 5 again. And that's probably around where Illidan would die. I believe he stops doing phase 3 at 30%, and that's when it's only phase 5s. And we want him to be in phase 5 because that's when we can really do damage to him, to be honest, because the traps. Okay, that is the rest of the fight explained. That took way too long. I'm sorry. Let's get started on here tonight. Remember the basic things, and let's try and get through phase 2. Healers, reacquaint yourself with your phase 2 assignments, and let's get started.
One thing to note in phase 5, if you are telling me to intervene to you because you have the trap near you, please don't say me, just say your name.
Yeah, say your name, and something that we do with the Magenta Spines is like 5 people run on top of it to do it. Please only go if you're the closest to it. We don't need 8 people getting agonizing flamed because everyone wanted to be the person Squee intervened to. So, it's very situational. We see the trap. It looks like a little engineering gnome thing. Squee will intervene to it. Illidan's immobilized. We go all out. Your heroisms should probably back up at that point. We blow him. We do max damage. We reposition for phase 4 if he's not going to die, and we repeat. So let's get stacked. Let's do phase 1 again. Remember, practice good discipline in phase 1. And let's get working on phase 2. Yeah, Dropper's still not here. Alright. Respec and let's get him. Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting until the last second.
Yeah, of course. I'm kind of surprised he took that one. Okay. If you get any questions on any phases throughout the night, it is always best to ask, guys. But let's focus on getting phase 2 down now, that we have an idea of what's going to happen later on. Colgrim all set? Alright. I'll go start it. Let's get a tight stack on that circle, please.
Poppy consumes, poppy blast.
Yep, everything. Spoiler, remember your assignment thing, alright? And listen for heroism calls in phase 2. Tobin and Nephilios, you guys are clear to heroism 5 seconds into the phase.
Phase 2, right?
Yes, phase 2. The elementals.
Let's practice phase 3 positioning melee.
Did you guys already start it?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Get used to that. That's great.
I just picked one of these popular, so.
It should be the left side. Yeah.
Guys, we already PNZ get to the spot. That is unacceptable right there. The frost trap may not work on them, so please switch immediately. Thank you. You guys don't like try and angle the frost trap like the guys will run into it. Honestly, it causes the trap to proc later and they run faster for longer. So please just drop it directly in the... you can move it a little bit further away.
Sweet now.
Okay, swipe up, die quickly. Do you get sheared?
No.
Yeah, you did. Okay.
Really?
Looks like a parry haste, potentially. So maybe that's due to our new positioning. Someone hit from the front accidentally. Because I see a hit for 12k, followed by 5k almost immediately. No, Squee, you were not sheared. You said really. You were not. Release, run back, quick. So yeah, in your pods, just make sure you don't... No, you don't.
Squee, DC.
I was reloading you, sorry.
Oh, you started running in
I see a
place.
couple parries done by melee play. So guys, just be careful with your positioning that you practice.
Like Ilya said, just stand right on the trap.
Yeah, it's not. Don't outsmart it and angle it. It's all good. But just drop right on it.
They spawn, they stand still and pop the trap. But if they're running, they pop it
Yeah.
halfway through.
And they
doesn't
don't
stop.
get slowed for another 2-3 steps. Let's go, Drapes.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, log back in.
Let's get Drapes and Squeeb buffed. And let's get this going. Andrew's UGC. Alright. Are you ready otherwise? Waffle. Fight starting.
Your duplicity is hardly surprising. I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago. We've come to end your reign. I and all of Outland shall be boldly said, but I remain the moment is at hand. You are not prepared.
Where's our imp?
Do I need closer?
Yeah, Squee needs to be getting that.
Elliot.
There, thank you. You can just like put it on steady and come back. It won't cause chain mechanics. And then just move it towards Coldrun's area for phase 2, please.
Okay.
And then for phase 3 for 5, it should probably just be right around there.
I don't know how the move position does there.
As long as it's in this phase.
Rush.
Remember, we'll still have to handle the last Shadow Demon if he does it in between when he's... It's on Freshy.
Can you switch me now for a shot?
Freshy is on you. Freshy, you just dropped the Shadow Demons in your rate. Oh, it's on Tobin. Never mind. Excuse me, I'm sorry. The switch will occur. Here we go. Let's get that switch done. Pilgrim is now in group 1. Healers who are healing him, get on your assignments. Let's pre-heal. Let's get good progress here. Remember, Nephilios, Tobin, you can go. Let's give it a couple seconds and go. Okay. Squeak, make sure your demo shouting, please. Okay, so keep same thing.
Yeah, bad position.
All right. What's that? I-beam hit you guys?
Yeah,
You guys did it not.
we moved.
Okay, it's gotta keep working. Keep it tanks up. Still work on our positioning here. Dark Barrage and Kumi, heal him through it. Heal him through it. Good. Dark Barrage is still on Kumi. Lasts a long time, guys. Okay, now die immediately. Let's go. Run back. So yeah, we just stood in that entire group 4 stood in an unsafe spot for I-beam, and
Yeah.
that's no one's fault really. You
As
just have
with
to know.
everything on this server, the I-beam is fucking huge. Like where the beam is actually hitting the ground, the area around it that's gonna kill you is
Yeah, you
fucking
guys.
huge.
That's why I was asking us to step in further. Obviously, we want to mitigate fireball damage, but a whole group getting wiped out, like obviously
Well,
you'd fight over instantly.
the
So
thing is,
let's move further in. Medri, JB, that sort of dying is just can't happen. So I trust you guys to fix it, but that just can't happen. Yeah, don't be that near to the guy to his spawn point. Just don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
guys.
so
No need.
I was talking to Nitsuit about it earlier. So they have like I want to say about a quarter to a half a second where their threat table, like they'll start running to somebody before you can land an attack. So you need to not be right on top of him because the mangle can't land quick enough. Like
Yeah,
I'm
and
spamming it fully loaded.
I know I'm not as explicit about Mr. X as dodging, but those need to be pumped into him
They
immediately.
were put in as soon as possible.
Okay, cool. I just don't know.
Yeah,
Probably
it's
the
just
same
like a
thing.
tiny little window where he can't be attacked right away. And if there's somebody right next to him, then he just hits him before
Yeah,
the mangle
so
lands.
melee just
I'll spam arcane
not
shot
worth
so
it.
steady though.
You guys don't have to abide by like the don't stand in the middle until the phase actually begun. Just don't die to proximity.
does group 4 know where to stand?
Let's go, run up quickly. Let's get buffs. Let's go.
Am I muted? Just reason group 4 wide, I didn't know it was that tight of a stack, but phasers, yeah, it's not the actual phasers, we were like 5 yards over warp.
You can have the positioning if you prefer over Jusku, sure.
I'm just saying this is where we always stood. I don't care who has it. Just we were here and we died, but we've always been standing here. I didn't say anything. I didn't know it was that tight of a
Yeah,
requirement.
it's
But
very
now that
tight.
I've seen it, yeah, we need to move
It's all
over
good.
for sure.
It's all good.
Yeah, no one's fault. Just we know now.
All right, I'm gonna start this.
Gonna move that imp over.
Yeah, get the imp like right here.
Your duplicity is hardly surprising. I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago. We've come to end shall be free. Boldly said, but I remain unconvinced. The time has come. The moment is at hand. You are not prepared.
Guys, Shadow Fiends, thank you.
Once again. Switch. Spoiler. Ready to switch. Switch.
Here we go.
You have Shackle.
I didn't get back.
Alright, we're gonna start standing in the center next time. We're all chained into each other now. We're gonna move back a couple yards, men. Every single group is chained to every single group at the moment. It's not really funny. Yeah. On Kumi. You go set our heroisms, please.
I'm dead, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even use that first one. So there's a charge. Don't believe it enraged. There's a charge again.
Just go for access into Furious Heroes.
Breathed on. Took Russian kitty buns. He's dead. Okay, die. Step in yellow flames to die immediately. Alright, so what went majorly wrong there is we were breathed on, I believe. Do we know why that happened? Okay.
Was it the back stack that got breathed on?
I can show you where we are when we were in the room, but it was onto like me, so yes, like towards the back of the room.
I don't quite know how you guys got a breath there. I was facing like perpendicular, parallel, however you want to call it.
Well, then you just need to be more conservative in its cone. Because the damage is healable. We found that out now from that pull. With everything we can do, we can stay alive as long as we don't mishandle the elementals and don't die to silly mechanics. JB, what did happen to you?
I just went to go hit Nitudes and didn't notice a giant blue.
Okay,
Just pathetic. It's okay.
gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. As far as like starting at the start of the pool, like you gotta move back a little bit because they don't spawn in the same spot every time. I'm sure people have noticed that by now. The flame of Azeroth it spawns within like 5 meters in any direction of the blade. If it's on the inside edge towards the raid, then you're gonna get one shot before the mangle lands. It's just
Other than that, our stack was too tight, funnily enough. Because we were chaining to every single player in the raid, so I think, well, the group that's here has definitely needed to step in, like back here and the other one. We might want to, we can definitely, I haven't seen us die to a beam yet, so. And if that continues to be a problem, we'll go back to 2 stacks.
Is there any benefit to 3 stacks other than just slightly less raid healing?
Less raid damage, yes. If you would like us to do it, we can.
No, let's make it work.
Nitude, for phase 2, can you just do commanding shout for both you and
For both I and Colroom, yeah.
yeah? I believe it should still reach him because you should theoretically never be that far from each other.
Is Kogum getting moved into group 1?
Yes, for you.
Okay, then I can do commanding shout.
But you go to group 5.
I see. Roger that. Yeah, I'll battle shot you fucks. Shut up.
By starting. Let's keep our attention up during these phase 1s. They're very boring, but we lose a lot of time should we ever screw up.
Your duplicity is hardly surprising. I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren.
Shall be the time has come. The moment is at hand.
Jacobs. Ready to switch.
Elliot dropped the wrong trap, so nuke them as soon as they spawn.
Yeah. Score's good. I'll switch. It's
kill them. You can hug the center before finding your spots. I want no one dying to these proximity based. Okay, find your spot. Group 4, Group 5 heroes. Too far. Elia, Shadow Barrage.
What do I do?
Nothing. We heal you. Can you rotate heroes, please?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Alright, FM for access here.
Let's throw.
Yep.
Dark Rose on Colgrim. This is falling apart, but let's try and keep it going. So we're just having massive charges due to positioning, besides the one threat pool. So that needs to be...
I think, yeah, I think either you were behind one or I was ahead one
I know we should...
on that charge.
I know sometimes we survive those when they happen, but that should never happen in a pull, the charge. Because what's happening when we don't die to it is because while you yourself are more than 25, the elemental doesn't end up going 25 yards because he's closer than you, and so he doesn't. But there's nothing to say that he won't do that one of the times. So, and that's instantly dead. So we need to find a way for those charges to never occur. Blue fire is very not dangerous once it's on the ground. It only will really kill you as it's being cast. I mean, you guys should really not touch it much, but it's really not that dangerous.
I think the cast is what kills him.
The cast is one shot.
Yeah, the cast is bad.
The resulting blue flames are not bad. And the orange, like yellow-orange flames on the ground are very, very bad.
Do we want to bring drop in for me, or do you want me to sit?
Okay, I mean, if melee died to blue beams, you guys, you can't. We need you to not be hit by them. You need to always be scanning for IV. It's not something we can afford, ever.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
Hey, what? Where am I?
You're in the Burning Crusade.
You're not
What
prepared.
year is it, dude?
We can't layer you here.
2007, Ovid.
Illidan layer, please.
The dead Illidan is in the other layer.
Okay, let's start it.
Nice bandage to that warrior.
Your duplicity is heartless. I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago. We've come to end the day. I and all our shall be. Boldly said.
Find your spots. Four or five, go. Squee will swap them, Kimmy. Don't worry about it.
Spoilers being targeted.
Spoiler. I think it's time for rotates.
I can't open my rage chat for some reason, or my raid
Right.
menus.
Okay, I get it. Someone, Kimmy,
Alright, 4 and 5
no,
go.
it's
After
fine.
Francis.
Mana type PNZ. It's on Colgrim, extra heals.
Colgrim.
You guys are too far from the glaives. It's too far. It is not based on where you are, it is based on where the glaives are. Drapes. Heals on drapes. Alright. Kitty Bones, get him up. Buff some drapes, please.
Ciao.
Yeah.
Okay, get in the fire.
That was a shitty I-beam, wow.
You died to Ivy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's so what we'll do is like we were talking about earlier, and then like the starting position and then position 2 where we bring it to the the diagonal, you know what I mean? Position 2 we'll just cut it a little closer, like bring it
Closer?
in.
Okay.
Yeah, to the
So
I don't think
don't go as near Illidan as we have.
right, yeah, we'll just cut
Okay.
it short by like 5 yards or so, and that should do.
Sounds good.
Other than that, it's a lot better. Like other than the charges, you know, we aren't really having any issues.
Need a warlock at the when they're at the top to just summon FM really quick. Just picking something up.
I could use a 1 out of 2 or 0 out of 2.
Yeah, either way. Just...
No, 24. You're good on those?
Good on those.
I don't have one. If you can trade me one.
Just drop that.
Yeah. It does, Elliot. Marginally. And it was at 10%. So.
Trying to save my soul shatter for when one dies, so all the threat I build on the other one just drops.
Starting it. Hope everyone's ready. Well,
Your duplicity is hardly surprising. I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago.
We've come to end your reign, Illidan. My people and all of our shall be free.
Boldly said, but I remain unconvinced.
Time has come. The moment is at hand.
You are not prepared.
Go further, Faith.
Dying fire.
It wasn't sheer.
It's not a shear. It's let's see.
I just think it was a spot where none of the healers' cast went off.
Yeah, I mean, I think
They
people
felt
are
healable.
losing some focus given this phase is long and easy, and that's the sort of thing that happens when that happens. Myself included. I did not land a heal in a good time frame on it. Yeah, I think it's just a. I guarantee you, Jesus, that would not help.
Sadly, I was thinking the same.
Don't touch it.
All right, we're gonna go with another drop out over a third pellet just for raw healing output, especially in phase 2.
Alright, I'm hearthing.
Yeah, thank you, Killer.
Medri and Jambros and Colgrim, watch your 10-minute buffs. When you guys, if and when you guys wipe again, I'll fix Pally Power for 2 paladins.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey,
somebody at
Varaxis.
work resummon.
Varaxis, you'll be dropping fire resist totem.
I am for phase 2.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't look if it was you doing it or if it was Keeler with your.
I've been dropping it.
Cool.
Let's get buffs on drop off. Check your wizard oils, etc. Should be timing out.
Who's streaming right now?
Byron.
Medri.
PNZ, you ready?
Yep.
keep the focus here. One of these times, phase 2 is just going to go through, and we're going to have to be ready. So let's do it.
I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago. We've come to end your reign. My people and all of Outland shall be free. Boldly said, but I remain unconvinced. The time has come. The moment is at hand. You are not prepared.
On waffle.
It's on FM. Dropping now. It's on JB. Dropping now. JB. Dropping now. Waffle. Dropping now. Guys. Phase 2 spots. Okay, find your spot. Moon, we're gonna back up like a half step.
Can you get here, Wisdom Stomp? 4 and 5.
4 or 5. You guys should just go as soon as it's controlled.
Kumi, I got it now.
They'll drop a. Good. Okay, that's it for you, Dylan. Threat pull. Alright, I want her heroism on group 1 now. By Veraxis. I'm not gonna sit here dying to threat on this fight. Kill yourselves.
Alright, so pop mines.
Yes, absolutely. Who pulled that? Need you guys to pay attention. If you're writing it, we can't lose 15 minutes because we pulled threat. It's just really debilitating. So please, let's get those things down, but let's not do that. I don't know what else to say. Don't ride the lightning and fuck up. Don't leave it to chance. Let's go. Let's get ready to go. There we go.
I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago. We've come as my people, and all out shall be free. Boldly said, but afraid time has come. The moment is at hand. You are not prepared.
Awful, it's on you.
Can I get a spot salve on Pin?
Up now.
Shoot.
Waffle you again.
One stuff now.
It's on me. Drop is now.
Waffle again.
Drapes. Here we go. One, 4, 5.
Tobin's not up.
Okay, no problem. Use it when it's up. Oh man, that is really frustrating. Keep going. He is on PNZ.
Flipping.
We rotate our heroes.
Sweet.
I would like to use our heroisms.
20 seconds.
Okay, yeah, don't rotate every Tobin. I see, we haven't used 4 and 5. Understood. You guys will use it on cooldown.
Yeah, right when it comes up, 5 seconds.
Please let me know when that fades, and we'll rotate mine into group 5. I beam coming through Colgum. Go ahead. Have a good time, Nephilios. Yep. Wait till he's done fireballing.
I found hero.
Okay, so yeah, that spot's not working.
Yeah, I mean, we're having way too many charges than we can. Than what should be happening. And I frankly think something is wrong that we're night wiping when those happen.
Veraxis hero, sir.
I'm not getting to.
Alright, we're on to the second flame as soon as it's dead.
That's fine.
Yeah, for now. If it's looking like we'll get these flames done, we'll use the battle reses, but neither of you guys contribute much at the moment. Okay, that shouldn't happen with the tank already, with the one dead.
That was my bad.
It's okay. Kitty Buns, I want him. Elliot.
Call out the Dark Mirage on TBC.
Drop and commuters are both available, correct?
Yeah.
Barrage on
Okay.
waffles.
For now, we will hold.
Just guys get some Shadow Freeze group. Instead of maybe doing
It's done. Tell me when you can go.
You can swap it back.
Spoiler.
That's a threat pool.
It's just... keep going. We will hold for another 5%, then I'll use our battle reses.
Get ready to spread, guys, for phase 3.
Yeah, I got it. Alright, I want a res on Fade, and I want a res on Jambro. I want Jambros up too.
Kumi's got Jambros.
Thank you. Alright.
Barrage.
Keep up Kumi. As soon as this guy's dead, we are absolutely booking to the front of the room. Reorient yourself, find out where that is. Spoiler will be misdirecting to Squee. No damage on Illidan until he is controlled. Get there now. Spread out. Distance 6. Remember, if you get parasitic shadow fiends, you are going to the back of the room. It is okay to run through the fire at the moment. It will not. You will go to the square. Elia, he will drop a frost trap on where he wants you to put it. and we will any DPS in that area will kill the Shadow Fiends immediately. Otherwise, it is the exact same phase. Mitsu and JB, that's just going to be fire on you guys. We have to heal.
Okay.
PNZ.
Okay,
Here.
ready to switch damage on the PNZ, but on the trap. Ready to switch to the Shadow Fiends, guys. There they go. You're dead. PNZ, you can do it closer to the raid so they can get on it right away.
Okay.
And closer to the middle.
Yep.
We have Demon Phase in 10 seconds, and 3 seconds I went melee to run to the back of the... All DPS stop, all dots stop. Phasers will be picking up the boss immediately. No damage until he has it controlled.
Tobin has Shadow Fiends.
Drop it and kill these Shadow Fiends, they're coming. Kill the Shadow Fiends, no damage on Illidan. Heals phasers. No one within 20 yards of phaser. Remember, you must keep the spread. Heal through this. I need frost traps in front of Illidan immediately. And I can't have no one within that close of range. We have way too many people way too close to Illidan. You must be 20, 30 yards away for us to have a chance. Shadow Demons coming in 1 second. Be ready to AoE on the spot. Kill all Shadow Demons now. Heal through this damage. Good job. Flame burst in 3 seconds. Stay spread. Normal phase is coming in 8 seconds. I will need a misdirect to same thing as before. His threat has not changed yet. His threat changes now. Do not pull threat. Remember, melee spread out on your 2 stacks. Distance 6. Heals on Juice Goose through this dot. Shadow Fiends in the back. Who's got it? Droppa. Ready to go onto his Shadow Fiends. They're out.
Melee, run.
It's on phasers, so this is gonna be.
Yeah, melee, get out of there.
I ran back. Should I not do that?
Oh, you got to get away. Get there now. We have time. You have time. Control all threat. Find Byron. Get to us. All right, this is going to be the death of us. All right, cool. Go ahead and kill yourselves, guys. Good job. Good pull. That's an unfortunate Shadow Fiend, but we do have to deal with that. In the future, I would like you to stay in your spot. Stay in your spot and say Shadow Fiends are on me, and we'll have DPS orient themselves to that. That's a very niche case, but it's one we can't have you in the back. And we also had Shadow Fiends go on to someone else too early, but that's just because I'm going to attribute that to the chaos of what was going on. Other than that, very good pull, very good time. First time in phase 3 and 4. Even though they're fairly easy, we did it pretty well. So good job. We'll just have to, an edge case like that is going to happen in most polls, just because that goes on 3, 4, 5 more times, guys, and a kill. So we will have to just communicate through those. Especially you, Fade. If anything happens to you, phasers, I need to know about it. Like if the I beam, if even the phase 4 little dudes pick you, those need to die immediately, etc. Things like that. You're very important.
We might have a repair bot, so don't.
Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah, don't run out earth and shit.
I have to run out to get Soul Strike. So.
So, guys, that is the fight minus Squee intercepting to a trap or intervening to a trap later in the fight 2 times. That's it. You see? There's no reason we can't kill him in the next hour in 10 minutes. We just have to keep that up in phase 2 and keep getting through phase 2 consistently like that. Let's eliminate those few deaths we had, and we will be fine.
Yeah, make sure everyone stays disciplined in phase 2, especially when we get down to 1 LE, because at that point it's about survival.
Yeah, honestly, that's like healer regen time and stuff like. Okay, take a breath, get your buffs up, run it again.
I'm not in there.
Okay. Yep. Let us know when you can be summoned. That's fine. That's fine.
Can we drop a repair bot though? Is it already dropped?
Only Titans.
Okay, yeah, you guys need the repair bot now?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I think it was called.
Okay.
Thank you, Nancy.
Alright, you can summon.
One, two, three on Titan.
All right, let's buff Titan and let's go.
Make sure you repair.
Yeah, I did.
All good, BNZ. Cool. Starting.
Your duplicity is surprising. I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago. We've come to end your reign.
time has come. The moment is at hand. You are not prepared.
Switch. Switch.
GPO.
Switch.
What's the timers on our battle reses? 5 for Kitty. Cold Room. Up, right? Droppa, you're
7.
also 7. Kumi, like 7. Okay. So we should have it in all in phase 2, I feel like.
Switch.
Awful.
Switch.
Okay, phase 2 coming up. Drapes first. Let's kill Drapes' Zad.
Switch.
Okay, good time to push Illidan over. He'll squee. Okay, die in a fire. Damn it. It's not funny. You can't lose in there. It's a waste of time.
It's no heals or.
Looks like a parry haste.
Like, what, 1-2 seconds, and we would have been faced.
Yep, probably another cast of our spells. Yeah, but it certainly looks like a parry haste to me. I see a 10,088 and a 5,200 right together as he dies.
Is someone still alive?
Yeah, apparently it doesn't reset if I'm FD.
No, can't do that.
Pretty dumb.
On phase 1 at least.
I see parries again on melee. Guys, like, not really sure how to distract you. I know you're very much trying. You can just outside of just general thing. You can just turn your camera away to never parry haste like that. If you see the boss turn towards you, you don't have to move away. Just turn your camera away, like your player model away. And okay, if you think there's no possible way he was done that to him, I don't understand his death log. I, yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, it's not like.
Maybe a suggestion. I mean, I think we have hit positioning in phase 3 good, so we can go back to stacking in phase 1.
I don't care what you guys do. It's very, yeah, like GPU, it very well could be squeeze on parry. So,
Yeah, it definitely could be. I mean, if we want to 100% avoid it, just in phase 1, we can do like a right stack instead of practicing for phase 3 like we are now.
Sure, that is fine with me as long as we do it properly in phase 3 when we see it.
Yeah, I think we've done it enough at this point that it's not going to change much.
Sure thing. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Let's just do it again. Let's get ready, guys.
Just unfortunate timing. I just dropped a 2 out of 2. Did you not get one?
No. Are you the only two too?
I guess so. Open. Is okay.
Awful. Okay, starting. Please don't die. I don't hate phase 1.
Me too.
Well, if we sit here and talk about how much we hate it, we'll keep dying to it. So let's just focus through it.
I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago. We've come to end your reign, Illidan. My people and all outlands shall be free. Boldly
I don't think so.
Time has come. The moment is at hand.
You are not prepared.
Switch. Switch.
Andrew.
Switch.
paid.
Switch. PNZ. Switch.
PNZ again.
Switch.
Here we go. To your response.
Back up.
To your spots. 1, 3, or 1, 4, 5. Let's go. Moon, I'm backing us up a step. Square and triangle, you are most certainly chaining.
One here, one 4 or 5.
Both. JB's not using his melee anymore.
Okay, FM go. JB, you go.
Back-to-back heroes do not pull threat. Don't be afraid to use your health stone in this phase if you get scared. Keep going. Keep going. JB's yours up. JB, your Ankh is up, is that right? Okay, where'd you die right now? You used it. Say what? Okay. Okay, dying to fire.
I got it, I'll save it.
No, you won't. No, JB, it's fine. I was just wondering where you were. It's a yes or no question.
So triangle group, they got breathed on by my elemental. I had to make a weird movement to get out of an eye blast, and then it just happened to coincide with a breath.
Okay.
I didn't get hit by it, but that's strange.
I
It
think
must
the
have been right on
cone.
the edge of the cone. But
Yeah.
the idea is we can't, you gotta try and position so we're, if an I-beam we know the I-beam path, so the idea would be to position so that an I-beam couldn't make you have to do that at that moment. I know it's very. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, it was just bad timing.
Triangle was chaining early on. That was my bad because that ice trap. It's hard to kind of exactly position it. I know generally how I just needed to move back a little bit. That may be why other people didn't adjust to when I moved. I moved like maybe a yard, and that may be why I didn't eat the fire and they did.
Okay. It's all good. Yeah, the spacing with the 3 groups is very tight to have no one chain. And it requires everyone to be legitimately exactly stacked to do it when I've seen it work. I didn't think it was that tight. I mean, I think we get to it like 30 seconds into the phase at this point, so I want to keep. We can go to 2 stacks. Those just make the. He does those like 3 fireballs in a row that I'm sure us healers are noticing, and those are really brutal when we're chaining, and they're pretty easy when we're not chaining. Yes, what we're going to do is we're going to use 1, 4, and 5 on phase start, and then mine and JB's will go back to 4 and 5.
Got it. Yeah, I think I accidentally put them in 3.
It's all good.
I don't have an add-on that like can swap them, so I have to like swap.
So you're doing what you're doing. You can swap between groups. Like watch me do you. Watch 1 and 3 right now. They fixed this. You don't have to pull them out. Just swap like for like. See?
Got it. Roger that.
I guess I want to mess this up now. But it's Braxis.
When did they fix that?
Like a month ago. New wizard oils, if we have a good pull, will expire them. Tobin, Nitsu, Jambros. Okay, Nitsu's ready.
Last mine or not?
Yeah, if you're within 20 minutes on your flask, you should pop it. 20 minutes on anything, you should pop it.
Your duplicity is hardly surprising. I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago.
Hey Vera, is there any chance you can put the FR totem like in the middle?
Yeah, I tried to drop one in the middle that time.
Okay, thanks.
You should put it like on the glaive, right? Each of those shamans should like put it on the glaive and then run into the middle.
We're both using her totem, so it needs to be in the middle.
Yeah, we're both trying to
Right.
shoot.
Gotcha.
Alright, fight starting.
Bitch.
You pull aggro, die, kill yourselves. Not wasting your res that early. Why would there not be an aggro table in this fit? Die, quick.
Yeah, you
So
can.
what happened?
I have no idea. That's the first one.
Don't go above a comma. Let's go. Run back.
I don't even see a comma on the table. I see squee, and I've always been above every
All right,
time.
run back. We'll redo it again.
Okay, I'll watch it now.
Yeah.
I think it went on spoiler first. Not
It
Titan.
did go on spoiler first.
I thought squee died for a second. I was like, how the fuck did I?
Let's go. I want to pull inside 2 minutes.
The two of you want to check it out, that's usually where I drop it, right in the middle. Ice.
It's not exactly inside the middle.
All right, drinking. Let's go.
I mean, that's straight game.
Starting.
Your duplicity is hardly surprising. I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago.
We've come to end your reign. My people and all of Outland shall
Boldly said, but I remain unconvinced.
The moment is at hand.
You are not prepared.
Javonk. Yes. Some drapes. Awful. Greshy dropping now. Phasers dropping soon. Helios. Dropping now. There we go. Kill those phase 2 spots. Stack. When you get to your stacks, I want you guys stacking as good as you can. 4 and 5 and 1. And go. Do not multi. Don't worry about melee dead, it's fine. Is on squee. Easy one. Time to rotate heroes, correct?
Yep, FM go. We don't have GP, so that's it.
Do you have mana tide FM?
Yeah, I can come. JB, do you have Ankh? Alright, go ahead. Get your heroism to group whatever I grouped in, whatever group I didn't get. He has no mana to do it yet. He doesn't drop a couple more seconds of that. Put up cold room. Cool.
I've been coming home.
Environ. Gah! Kill yourself.
It's like a crushing blow or something.
No.
No, just lots of damage.
I feel like we probably had one too many people divert to healing Environ because it was right at the same time Environ got super bomb healed that Colgrim got ticked down.
Is there an assignment for that? Like,
Yes, there are assignments for people to heal the target, and my inclination is that some people outside of those assignments tried to assist, and that's why we lost Colgrim, because I feel like that was healable damage. Are every single one of you melee standing in the square stack while you wait to go in? Or...
Usually start there.
Yeah, that's just 10 people on this spot is tough, I think.
Definitely shift around if I can, but yeah, we can split up.
I guess we got 30 minutes. Let's slap ourselves in the face. Focus up. Let's get through phase 2 again, because we can do it once we're past that. Alright, Kogan, you want to forego Blood Pact? Is what you're telling me.
I don't want to, but I think that's a better option than, because I keep losing it, like on the edge.
Alright, then Squeeze gonna have to swap himself into your group and give you commanding every 2 minutes. Which is fine. And that means Tobin has to drop fire resist in an area that's better for you, which is also fine.
Yeah, so Tobin, just drop it on or close to the glaive. And then Varaxis, you'll do the same for Nitsu's side.
Alright, we'll try it. Spoiler, no more group swap. Sweet, you know what to do, right?
Yep.
Starting it.
Your duplicity is hardly surprising. I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago.
We've come to end your reign, Illidan. My people, all outlands shall
Boldly said, but I remain unconvinced.
The time has come. The moment is at hand.
You are not prepared.
Wait.
It's on Nitsude. We have to kill this first. Take a second. Guys, we have to kill this fiend on Nitsude first. Kill it quickly to your spots. Let's go. All the heroes that are approved can go. Freshy.
JB, FM hero.
Heavy incoming.
Aphelios Dark Barrage.
Why'd you get global?
That was an eye block.
Do you need someone to call those when they come out?
Normally no. That was a weird one. It came from like the opposite side through an already lit up area. I just didn't see it progressing towards me.
Alright, I need someone to call every eye blast that starts. One person. And you need to do it every time.
Melee would be good because they're kind of standing around a lot of the.
Because I don't want to die to that. Still
Yeah,
need.
I'll do it.
Okay. We get 2-3 pulls left, guys, and I really want to see past phase 2 again. So, another attempt like that, and we have a good chance. Just got to keep the focus so we put ourselves in those positions.
duplicity is hardly surprising. I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago.
We've come to end your reign, Madden. My people.
Boldly said, but I remain unconvinced.
Time has come. The moment is at hand.
You are not prepared.
Just chill for a sec. Just chill.
Get that up, please.
Yeah, you went a little too far.
I think I got sheared because he went behind me too. It's weird.
He went far enough that I couldn't even range attack him.
So who hit it early?
Too far, the owl aggroed. It's just a lack of focus kill. Wipe. 10 seconds in. We genuinely can kill this if we get past phase 2 again, but we just can't do it with the amount of little mistakes we make every time. So we just have to piece it together, or else we'll just be stuck phase 1, 2 all night again in the future too. So whatever you need to do to play like you did on that one poll earlier tonight, I need you to do it right now. Started.
Your duplicity is hardly surprising. I could have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago.
We've come to end your reign,
Redo commanding when you get a chance. Just wait.
Dropping now and then. It's on, I think. Dropping now. Phasers dropping now. Phasers dropping now. So Nephilios will have to do this one, even if he engages. Wait for Nephilios to drop. It's on Skull. Kill and move.
Ooh.
One, go. Four and five, go. Stack exactly on your target. Stack on moon exactly.
IB. I mean, did you see how far away it was when it killed him?
Yeah, I know. You just have to play like that. That's gonna kill you every time, I think. I mean, I know you saw it because you called it. So.
I called it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just know the server, so it's all good.
I mean, it was like 10 yards ahead of the graphics, so whatever.
Latency.
I guess.
DSL.
I think that's just cute too, but I didn't say I had DSLs.
should it? Nice.
Now,
Your duplicity is hardly surprising. I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago. We've come to end. My people and all of Outland shall be free. Boldly said, but I remain. Feast. The time has come. The moment at hand. You are not prepared.
come here. Tobin. Top speed, please. Thank you. Freshie dropping soon here. Mitsu. Probably get one more. It's on Mitsu. Slow your damage really quick if you can. Kill this one on Nitsu. It's coming now. Okay.
Oh, back.
Group 1 go. Group 5 go.
Oh, it's on cooldown still.
Okay, hold on. Okay, use it on your cooldown. It's fine.
You want to swap it or
No. Wait.
I'd be courtroom side.
Need Brax's top. How long are those heroes?
13 seconds.
Okay, Braxis, you're not going to use yours anymore, by the way.
I've been coming to Nitsu, careful.
It's up now.
Okay, Tobin, you should go. Aphelios, you should go. He's on Droppa. Top Mitsu, please. You.
I beam on courtroom side.
Too far.
FM hero. JB hero.
Okay, you still have Araxes after this. Squee, you'll do it on group 5.
Okay.
Some drapes. Man, that's out group 3.
I beam Nitsu side. Braxis go.
It's out.
Oh my gosh. We were really falling behind on tank damage there, guys. We were living on the edge for a very long time. People running Yeah. We just had, that's 10 more seconds and we have a good shot at seeing the rest of the fight.
Yeah, that was unfortunate timing.
Well, it is 12:03. I will ready check for us to pull one more time if people are so inclined. If we can do a pull like that and go another 10 seconds, we have a very good chance. But we would need people to bring the same amount. So it's up to you guys. I'll toss it out right now.
I thought Colgrim had Varus on him in that fight. You're gonna get fucked.
A fat finger to macro.
Right. We came back 24 out of 25, and the defector was convinced.
Just summon me, please.
So let's summon PNZ.
Hooray.
With that
The
portal.
Who's the defector?
I like.
Who could it be?
But let's do this with full feeling if we're gonna do this. So
We need full feeling, boys.
yeah,
We need a certain song.
no.
I'm ready.
I need everyone to get to the spot. Someone can play it for the first thing if we get to the spot and are ready by the time it's done. No one did it.
Don't touch what you can't afford.
It's probably gonna expire.
Yep.
We got a 2 out of 2. Thanks.
Yeah, let's get a summon on PNZTK, please.
I always joke about this, but I think it's
Like 20 people.
It's not the song I'm talking about.
That's fucked. I'm literally 6 reputation for minions.
Waiting on Squee to return the ready check. Okay, starting.
Arcana, your duplicity is hardly surprising. I should have slaughtered you and your
Let's play perfect, why not?
brethren long ago. We've come to end your reign. My people and all shall boldly said, but I remain unconvinced.
The time has come. The moment is at hand.
You are not.
Alright, here we go. Don't full throw or anything right here. Let's get a good shot at phase 2. Hey. It's on PNZ. Honda. We're gonna get one more. Slow your damage on Jambros. Slow your damage. Kill this off Jambros. Dropping nowish. Kill them. Alright, push them over.
Do we have heroes there?
Everything you got right here. I-beam coming.
Did we use our heroes?
Yes, we do.
So Titan.
Yep, Titan.
FM, JB, Hero.
Top Colgan. I will on the second square, I haven't yet. Okay. Elliot, there's 2 targets.
Firaxis, did you savers?
I still have mine.
You're taking some damage.
Spoiler.
Firaxis, Hero.
None.
Being trusted and safe.
Colgrims is under 1 million. That's it. That was no spoiler. Anytime's a good time if you're scared. I'm gonna tight out for the 3.
Beam, Nitsid side.
Nitsid shield.
It's already down.
It's on squee. Not a big deal.
It's on screen.
Nice job. Keep your spread.
Which stack should I?
Any.
Just pick one.
But just
The theme is away from you, Nitsid.
Done. Some Colgrim. And we'll get a battle res on Waffle as soon as he's dead.
Okay.
Colgrim. Actually,
It's
no.
away from you, everyone.
Kumi too. Colgrim, you're more mobile in the last phase.
Okay.
Okay, res Kumi. Want Waffle buffed immediately. Heals on Medri. Okay, red healing out.
I think it's probably happening soon. Erosion Colburn.
Yep.
High beam on your side, Nate. Careful.
Okay, remember, we are getting out of here as soon as that thing drops dead. Back to our phase 3 spots that you remember from top right, please, right now. And we will be misdirecting Illidan onto Squee by spoiler. We're moving. Let's go. Distance 6. Remember, you are dropping your parasitic shadow fiends in the back. Drop them. Move right away when you're cast on. Don't time it. Elia will show you where to put it with this trap. And let's get all DPS that can to swap onto it. Juice Goose will need extra heals.
Titan.
Titan in the back. You ready to switch? There it goes. Switch. Good job. Alright, melee out, demon phase in 5 seconds. To the very back. DPS stop, all DPS stop. Only phasers is DPSing. Keep your distance. That's what happens if you let dots roll over. It's fine, keep going.
Big heals.
Step too close to him. Too close to phaser. I need a res on Juice Goose. Anyone in range can do it. Kill these now. AoE, everything. Prior this one.
Kill that close one.
Prior this one. Yes, 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 they know. Prior the one on Kumi.
Can you ping yourself, Beansy?
It's far right by where phasers is. We need to kill these shadow demons or they are going to kill. X needs to die. Good enough. We need him topped. We need the... yes, thank you. Alright, we got Flame Burst spread out, and now normal phase in 8 seconds. I need to misdirect back onto Squee when that happens. Remember, he takes a bit to do it. Top the raid here. Tobin is offline. Need Squee top before this happens, guys.
I DC, but I'm coming back.
Okay. Remember, we're dropping our parasitic shadow fiends in the... Keep your spread, guys. Guys, in phase 4, people over here by the pillar, you have to remember the range around phasers is 20 plus yards. Do not die to that again, please. Okay, we're gonna have to do a lot of extra healing on the melee. Focus on keeping Squee up. Shadow Fiend is on FM. Dropping now. DPS on Shadow Fiends. Thank you.
Demon face.
Melee out. Stop all damage. Stop all damage. I do not want him targeting another player again. It's on phasers. Let's get those traps in front. Do not spend too much time in front of Illidan, or that happens. Those have to happen during the transition, guys.
Do we have
Top the raid.
Heal my pet too.
Yes. Heal Brunheim.
His pet's dead.
Okay. He'll res it during. Extra heals on him during. Shadow demons are out. Those need to die.
Do we want trips up? KDA's rest?
Not at this moment. Too much raid damage to res right now. Kill this one on regular speed towards Veraxis. Thank you. We will res if we reach normal phase in our collective. Alright, what reses do we have?
We have kitties.
That's it? Yeah, that's it. Keep your spread, guys. Remember. Yeah, Kitty, you can.
Just give me a sec, give me a sec.
We are not in a rush here to kill Illidan. We need those Mr. X quicker, please. I know you're trying. I want the res on Titan, please.
Melee, I'm gonna be going to the left here, next flank.
Titan all buffs, please.
Parry.
Waffle, you have it.
Yeah, I'm back.
On track.
Ready to switch. Demon phase in 5 seconds. Melee out. I need all damage stopped. When this phase goes back to phase 3 again, guys, too, I don't want to see dots rolling over. That's way too dangerous. Melee, you gotta stay in range of the healers because you have that dot on you. You need those frost traps. They need to already be out. It's too late to go that close to Illidan. I need frost traps somewhere out there, though. If you do AoE damage, I need you ready to AoE. Shadow Demon's coming in 4 seconds. Here they come. AoE on that spot. Big damage. Can slow them again, guys. All types of slows work. All damage needs to be stopped right now. I need a misdirect to Squee, and I need it going off when he becomes active. Remember to keep your spread. Can someone tell me the percentage health ability? Okay, thank you. Please tell me again at 32. Mitsus have dropped. Please kill those. Please kill those quickly. Elia, you have it. Get in range for heals. We have another one on Elia coming. We need to focus again. There will be no frost trap on this. You need to blow this up off Elia now. Coming now. Nice job.
Phasers is moving because
he's repositioning. Yes.
Too close.
Where are you?
Pet's too close
I'll
to
paint.
taking that.
He's just on the left
It's
side.
okay. It's okay. Just keep phasers up. It's alright if his pet's up. Need those frost traps out.
Make sure you're far enough away, guys. Readjust.
Tobin, that's too close to Illidan. So am I. I'll readjust in a second. Big AoE on that spot.
Is the one coming towards Waffle, guys?
Skull needs to die. This one in the back on Star needs to die. We lost our Affliction lock. Squee will be taking extra damage. percentage health?
33.
Okay.
Normal phase.
Misdirect to squee now. Keep your spread.
Elephants fell off if you want.
Yeah, someone should do that, I think.
So.
Cool.
New commanding when you can't square.
32.
Okay. We're gonna get time locked here, I believe, when he pushes 30. And he's gonna go into phase 5. We'll still have phase 4 then. Just remember, phase 5, he's going to drop a trap on the ground because we will intervene to Illidan will become immobilized, and we will pop all heroisms at that point. I want group 5 to heroism. I want Nephilios to heroism at that point. And we'll do it again the next time through. JB, you can also heroism at that point. And we'll rotate the heroisms the next time we see it. Exact same thing, guys. It's just the intervene that's different. Squee, make sure you pop a cooldown when. Yes, Tobin, you will absolutely hero when he's entrapped.
So is this an aggro reset?
Yes, absolutely. Every time is aggro reset. It's going to misdirect to Squee when he comes active if we can. Otherwise, just chill.
Can we get a mark on phasers for repositioning?
Okay. It's alright. That was always going to be a threat. No one else is fit to take this boss. Yeah, that should have been said before. He resets his debuffs there, so it's too bad.
Yeah, I mean, I had Iron Shield rolling, and last end was on cooldown.
It was our first 30%, so that's made progress.
Yeah, I mean, we healers need to be more ready to heal at that moment. You took a chunk, there was a second, and you took a chunk. It's okay.
Can we at least see what this? Are we gonna see what this trap looks like?
Yeah, you can
It
watch and
looks
see
like
it
a
go.
little
Oh
ghost
yeah,
trap,
there it
like
is.
a Ghostbuster trap.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's him in the trap, right? Right now.
Yeah,
If he's
yeah,
on
on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, it stuns him on the ground.
That's when you can go fucking nuts.
Cool.
Get like
Alright.
2 of those traps, and we got him. He's dead.
So
So-
FM, do you think
One
next time
second.
for the
1 second. Because I know people want to go to sleep. We made good progress, guys. I wish we could have been more consistent in our ability to clear past phase 2, but we waned in some ebbs. But I'm glad we took that another attempt to see the next bowl. In order to kill it next week, we need to not only come back and do better on this fight, but we need to show up Tuesday and Thursday and put ourselves in the position to have 3 hours again. So that means showing up for full focus not only on Sunday but for Tuesday and Thursday. So I'll see you then.
if we play our cards right,
stuff.
we could even potentially have 30 minutes, 45 minutes on the.
Sure, of course, but the focus will be to just get time on Sunday, full day Sunday.
Real quick, so
Yeah.
on the transition there, it might be worth it to lay on hands.
Yes, that's a good point. It lasts how long?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah, it's just hard to take away Juice Goose's mana.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder if it regens in that imprison, but
It does, yeah.
Like if it's
Yeah.
like out of combat regen.
You still regen like from like Mana Spring and other shit. So
yeah, all right, we
I mean,
can.
it should be
try
similar
that.
to the start of the fight. I mean, you can move around, you can precast heals and shit. So it'll just take some getting used to, I think.
Yeah, and we just have people ready with instants.
Yeah, Kitty will have his innervate available, and then you
Doesn't
just
do
pop
much
him
for
in there.
Juice Goose because Spirit, but
Yeah.
I mean, I could have like a rune, a pot, and
Yeah.
Ideally, I don't have to use Last Stand during phase 3 too, and so I can pop it for the pull for the start of phase 5.
yeah, that death that I had, that was Hunter pulling and then Thane deathing it to me.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it go much worse than that, but it's unfortunate that happened no matter what. But we'll do better. I wish we had seen those phases more throughout tonight. But phase 2 is hard. So.
Seems like we always do better on the final attempt of the night. Like last week on Sunday, we went overtime for council and we got the kill on the last.
Seemed like we weren't going to meet the enrage.
We probably would. We still have 5 minutes.
Remember,
Because
well,
should only
I
take
think we had
10
like
traps.
3.5.
You
He also takes double damage while in trap. I don't know if that
yeah,
helps.
his
Okay.
phase 5 is the
Yeah.
kill him phase because he does nothing. You can go all out, pop your heroisms again, and he takes double
I am
damage.
this
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a lot of people down too, so I mean, we can easily meet that in rage.
I've seen him killed with less people alive.
Is it phase
Yeah,
5
just-
for the rest of the fight, or does he go back to 4?
No,
he goes back to 4. Yeah.
It's really the same thing except the trap and enrage.
I think
So-
Maeb helps out on threat, doesn't she? Kind of like Kama.
Probably.
I think she has a threat table too. I didn't know that's how that fight went. That was really surprising to see that one like aggro pull.
Yeah, I didn't know about that, but it's okay.
Well, it's nice to see progress tonight, so good job, guys. Let's come back next week and just be better.
If people play like they did on that attempt, or you know, just a little better, yeah, it's